Hello lovelies, welcome to today's video. So this is a new Project Life page and this is week 3 in my 2020 album. Yes, I know, I'm very far behind, but I'm determined to catch up, and using the kits is actually helping me do it. Would you believe I have done the first 3 weeks, but I have the 4th week printed. I've got an extra spread for my niece's birthday and I got a few layouts, and honestly this is the most caught up I've been with Project Life for probably the past 2 years. Let that one sink in. But anyway, like I said, using the kits is really helping me get stuck into my Project Life, I have to admit. And yeah, so cranking out at least 2 of these Project Life videos for you guys every month is a really good motivator to get stuck into my album. So hopefully within the next few months, I was going to say weeks, but let's be realistic. Hopefully within the next few months, I'll be caught up. I even did a layout that wasn't for a process video or for the kit or anything. It was just because I wanted to, because I got the love for Project Life back. And yeah, so that was really cool. So yes, like I was saying, I love using kits for my Project Life because everything's all there ready to go. So I know Lauren uses the really useful box and I really want to get my hands on one of those. But basically all I have for now is I just have this little container and I just put all the bits and pieces into it, and I make sure it's close by when I start, because if it's not on my desk, I'm not going to use it. And so I make sure I've got everything close by, and then I go through. Now, the first page of my Project Life, so the left-hand side, always takes the longest. It's always where I'm fiddling around, putting pieces together, and looking to see what I'm going to use up. By the time I get to the right-hand side, sorry, it comes together faster because I've already got most of the embellishments ready out to use, and I've got my flow happening. Let me know if that's the same for you. I'd like to know if one side goes faster for you as well. But yeah, so I always put the most work, not the most work, but it always takes the longest to do my title page side. Lately, I have been mixing it up with having a smaller title card. As you can see, I've used a 3x4. Because I take so many photos, basically I'm just not willing to give up a 6x4 photo spot sometimes for a title card. But on the plus side, I found that I don't have to do a 4x6 for a title card. So quite happily, you can see my week 3 is using one of the printables for the printable Project Life card, some of the tags, and then just some alphas I've grabbed from my stash. So nice and simple little title card. And then it leaves me the biggest spaces to use my photos. Now, I've mentioned it before, I do like using photos that have a bit of negative space. As you can see from this photo up in the top left-hand corner, all that grass down the bottom, I've been able to embellish on it. So you would have seen I did go to use the My Tribe, but I wasn't really sure about it. Then I thought, when am I ever going to use the No Drama? So why not just throw it on the Nerf? No drama, it's a Nerf wall. And yeah, so I really like to embellish my photos with big titles like that. So when I get, when there's those foam stickers with the phrases in the kits, I do really enjoy using those on the photos as is. And you'll see that on the other side as well. A lot of the time when I'm going through looking for bits and pieces out of the embellishments, I find something that'll work for a different photo. So you'll see that I don't always work on one photo at a time. I might see something that'll work, so I'll place it on the photo just to remind myself. And then sometimes I also pull out bits and pieces that I think might work later on and put them off to the side. So that's how I end up with a lot of these little embellishments. So this one down the bottom right-hand side, I think it says "So Awesome." That was really cool because Kobe's walking up on a balance beam, and not too long ago he couldn't actually do that. So that was really cool. This ha was absolutely perfect for this photo down the bottom. And this is my father-in-law rolling Will on one of those rolling pins. And then for my other photo, my blank space, I decided to just do some journaling. Now, mostly I tend to journal on my photos. And so when I have journaling cards, I tend to sort of do, unless it's one major thing, which is for a few photos, which you'll see on this side, for the most part, I do sort of like an overview of what's happening in the spread. So in this case, it was school holidays, in-laws stayed for a bit longer, we had some play dates, things like that. And then I sort of just do a quick little overview just to remind myself of, you know, some things happening. But as you can see on this side, the bottom photo and the right hand middle photo, these two are from the same time. So these pictures are of Will and his fake tattoos that we drew on him. So the card I'm going to put next to them is going to explain that story. So you'll see that in a minute. Now this is a picture. I took a screenshot of the Facebook page I made for my crafty stuff, my crafty arty stuff. And yeah, so I wanted to journal that I'd done that. So I made the photo smaller, so I also had a journaling space. So instead of making that, plus because it's a screenshot, it wasn't quite... It just looked really weird as a 4x6. Plus, I didn't need this photo to be that big, but I did want to be able to do some journaling, and that's where I added that my try, which I thought was much more fitting. I do have to apologize for the lighting. It was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so I had natural light. I didn't have the light on, but we had a storm come over, so you'll see the light sort of fade in and out as the clouds cover up my awesome sunlight that I had happening from outside, which was a real shame. So this is just a random photo of my son challenging his grandfather to a FIFA war. Well, not a FIFA war, it's a FIFA challenge. FIFA challenges are life in this house. One person or another will challenge one of the others to a FIFA challenge. I have been challenged to FIFA challenges and I suck at it, but it is a way of life in this house. So after our cruise, and this is the week after we got back, my in-laws stayed up for a week, so we did a few things with them. And yeah, I just documented a few of them. Lots of fun with the boys. My father-in-law really enjoys Nerf wars, if you ask me. He enjoys them just as much as the boys. And yes, this was my youngest trying to teach him how to play FIFA, so that was a lot of fun. So this is that journaling card I was talking about. So on this card, I'm going to journal about the photo on the right and the photo underneath it. So young William is a Justin Bieber fan, and he really is fascinated with his tattoos. So he wanted to draw his tattoos on him. So I am of the belief, say yes much more often than no. It's permanent texture, but it's going to come off at some point, so why not? So he asked if I could draw some of these tattoos on him, and yeah, we did, and then we took some awesome, you know, model-y shots, because you've got to. And then, yeah, so they were pretty cool to document as well. So yeah, just putting a few bits and pieces together on some of my other photos. My niece and nephew with this is one of those little banner pieces that I found in the Amy Tan pack. Like I said, when I go through looking for embellishments for other photos, if I find something that's going to suit a different photo, I'll pull it out and I'll leave it there. So that's what I did with that one. With this one, I actually just sort of trimmed that embellishment down. It was a bit too big, so I trimmed it down just so I could still use it but not take away a lot from the photo, because I really liked this photo of Koopy looking at all the boats. On some of the photos that I really like, especially the background where I've got a lot of empty space that you can see, I will do a little hand-drawn border around it with my Sharpie pen. I use a Sharpie pen. It is permanent once it dries, and it writes on photos really well. So that's what I've done there. And then I've just added a few little bits and pieces with some of those X's and O's, and yeah, that's it for my layout. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll be back real soon with a new one. Bye for now.